you see that field of blue, you know it can be only one place in the world. Boise, Idaho, on the campus of Boise State and home to the fabled giant killers, the Boise State Broncos. Today, these two teams square off in what should be an exciting Mountain West showdown. As we'll see, the San Diego State Aztecs taking on the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Broncos will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the San Diego State Aztecs offense will get the first possession of the game. And David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab. It's Brown. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. On the ground, it's Washington. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The blue turf rumbling on this 3rd down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. They'll try to power their way ahead. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
Caught behind the line. It's Brown. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Wants to fire on second down. Unloads it left. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. They'll go to the ground. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They booted away on fourth down. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Broncos offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
It's a fumble. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Wants to throw. It's Madsen. Gets it out quickly. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Got it in the middle, it's Marshall. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Finds his tight end. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job on the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
From the gun, running back on the move. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Madsen. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Stop is made at the 35-yard line, a 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And the Broncos getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's a heat. Grabbed over the middle. It's Riley. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's busted. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Aztecs can really attack on this second and short. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. The Aztecs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the back. Fighting off the defender. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
This coaching staff has really done a nice job marrying the play-action game to their running game. That looked like that was going to be a run. Everything in that play said they're running the ball downhill. At the last second, quarterback pulled the football, and he was able to complete the throw.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Now the play fake. Hauls it in.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Aztecs have a lot of options on second and inches. Pulls and fires complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Aztecs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. He makes a grab. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Quarterback and receiver on the same page there on the curl route. Nice job by the receiver finding the soft spot and zone and just settling down, making that throw a whole bunch easier.
And the Aztecs are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to slam it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, San Diego State. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard, down 7-0. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. To the air, it's Madsen. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
On the run, it's Sherrod. Runs through a tackle. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The Broncos really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Marshall. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
Quarterback on the keeper. Creates a little room. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
It's on target and complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on third and short from the 45. Quickly complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the Broncos will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll run it from the gun. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on third down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Aztecs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Ford. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. 1st downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the quarterback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
And the Aztecs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Pressure coming. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver on the middle of the field.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. With the catch, it's Sutton. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Aztecs will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Got his man. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Broncos can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass, it's Madsen. Immediately fires to the middle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And the Broncos lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got the tight end. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that Smurf turf, sign me up for another half in Boise. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above the Smurf turf.
He'll put total leather and get this 2nd half started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Boise State ready to send out that offense. He'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the 2nd level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make the big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, the defense basically played that one perfectly, right? Against the RPO, they did a nice job staying back, hanging, watching the quarterback's eyes, and taking away any throw. And when he decided to try to keep the football and scramble to his left, they were all over him. Great job defensively, playing together as one unit on that one.
The Broncos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Oh, they're after him. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
And the Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The short hands, it's 4. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
The blue turf rumbling on this 3rd down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And the Aztecs decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. The give on the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Finds his big tight end. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The RPO, it's complete. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Dropping back, it's Madsen. Looking for a huge play. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Turning it on. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The Aztecs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Trying play action. Here comes the heat. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
And the defense comes up with the sacks. And this defense has been dialed in all day. Really, really good job. This offense is going to have to find something different, do something to try to stretch this D and make them feel uncomfortable.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Not a ton of play calls for 3rd in California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
And the Aztecs line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking for space, it's Riley. Makes one man miss. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
He'll keep it himself. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. That'll do it for the quarter, guys, and San Diego State is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. Single back formation, and they give it to it. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air, it's Madsen. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
The Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's 4. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Brown. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on 3rd down. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Got it in the middle. It's Ford.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
The Aztecs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Wide open downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And the Aztecs with the 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, 1st and goal. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. Quickly complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Looking to fire. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Defense has it. They're on the move. The 50. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown Broncos! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And how about the defense just straight flipping the script? They got a goal-to-go situation, just trying not to give up a touchdown. You want to give up a field goal, not only do they make a big play, they scoop up the fumble, they take it all the way to the house, and they get a touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield, just like right there, and create a TFL.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Working that left side. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Aztecs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Gives it on the option. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And the Aztecs trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 2nd and goal. Looking for a pass to the end zone to the right. Touchdown, Aztecs! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
What a great game, tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
PAT unit on the field. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Dropping back, it's Madsen. Makes the catch. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Now from inside the red zone. Firing to the right, complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
This late in the game, 4th quarter, go time, we got to make plays. We got to go to those things that really, really work well. We can't waste too many more downs. I know it's 3rd down coming up, but we got to put this thing in full throttle.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee.